From searching news headlines from YouTube and Google in the topic of the cause of inclement weather and tropical cyclones and hurricanes, global climate change occurred by humans. Warning around the world. Beware of heavy rain plus the most frightening natural disaster in the world. Global warming in 142 years, causing global turbulence 2.13. Climate control, controlling the cyclone and sandstorms, typhoon summary that blows around the world this year. Nearly a dozen typhoons have hit many countries in Southeast Asia, some of which caused damage, causing heavy floods in many countries. Typhoon number that was formed in the Pacific Ocean since the beginning of this year until now. There are almost 10 children starting from Typhoon Sangha formed on May 19th and heading into the southeastern Philippines, resulting in heavy rain flash flood causing 4 deaths. Then this typhoon was moved to Japan. It left 13 people dead on the island of Honshu, and more than 400,000 people had to evacuate. In July, Typhoon Muifa formed. The typhoon was declared a Category 5 typhoon with winds of over 260 kilometers per hour. This storm swept through the island of Okinawa of Japan before heading into northeastern China. The influence of this typhoon has caused heavy rain in the Philippines. 2 deaths in August. Typhoon Nanmadol devastating the Philippines, causing dozens of deaths. 1 month later, Typhoon Nisat formed, causing the deaths of nearly 50 Filipinos. Then this storm headed for Vietnam, which Thailand is also influenced, resulting in heavy rainfall in the north and the upper northeast. The 2020 Atlantic hurricane season is record-breaking and has raised concerns about climate change. Hurricane Sally and Paulette, Depression Rene, and Tropical Storm Teddy and Vicky are all in service on September 14, 2020. NOAA is clear ahead of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season. It's starting to get busy. 6 months later, we're looking back at the files. Traces of broken history, and storms may not end even though the season officially ends November 30th. This season has the most named storms, with 30 breaking records from the 2005 disaster that hit Hurricane Katrina. Go to New Orleans. It's only the second time the list of storms has been exhausted since naming in 1950 hit 10. Rapidly intensifying, a figure not seen since 1995. 12 people made landfall in the United States, a new record. Tropical cyclone Nate kills 20 people in Central America. Hurricane Ida hit the United States today. The same day, Katrina hit 16 years ago. TNN News Noon. The 29th of August 64, Hurricane Ida becomes the 5th largest hurricane to hit U.S. mainland U.S. Hurricane Ida kills 1. Knocks out power across New Orleans. Dangerous typhoon and cyclone threaten Asia. Tropical storm Elsa forms. Immense floods continue to sweep China. 4 million Chinese lack water. Fear and chaos grip Shanghai as super typhoon hit China. Typhoon in China 2021. Global climate change occurred by humans. Warning around the world. Beware of heavy rain. Global climate change. Make it heavy rain, severe cyclones around the world. Methods for controlling violent whirlwinds of all kinds. Hello everyone, I have an idea to help people. This idea has been proposed to countries that were damaged by the cyclone around 2000 BE, corresponds to the year 2000. Don't know if it's good or not. With advice 2.12. Control the weather conditions, controlling cyclones and sandstorms. It's easy to love the world, love the environment. Effect 1. Principle. This principle has been conceived for many years, but has been reluctant to show nostalgia, fear of being laughed at, and disbelief. It's a principle that people look on the side. This is both a simple principle and a slightly more difficult one. But the result exceeded expectations. With the following principles. 1.1. Creating a balance during a cyclone to reduce, destroy, inhibit and stop the intensity of the cyclone. 1.2. Using storm balance to reduce, destroy, suppress and stop the intensity of the cyclone. 1.3. Using heat energy from other sources to reduce, destroy, suppress and stop the intensity of the cyclone. What we can and must do. It's time. Our technology has everything in place to control the climate. 2. Initial benefits 2.1. In order to obtain tools and equipment to reduce, destroy, inhibit and stop the intensity of cyclones with a speed near the center of 75 km per hour or more in the cyclone area before the actual test. 2.2. In order to obtain tools, documents and equipment. Balancing heating can be used to reduce, destroy, suppress and stop the intensity of cyclones in the cyclone area before the actual experiment. 2.3. To obtain documents. Cooperation and guidelines for the use of tools and equipment to reduce, destroy, inhibit and stop the destruction of cyclones in the cyclone area prior to the actual test. 2.4. In order to obtain tools, documents and thermal equipment that can reduce, destroy, inhibit and stop the intensity of the cyclone in the cyclone area before the actual test. 2.5. In order to obtain tools and equipment to reduce property damage, life from the destruction of the cyclone will be reduced or gone from the world. 2.6. In order to obtain equipment to reduce, destroy, inhibit and stop the damage to the people and the world. 2.7. In order to obtain tools, equipment, create peace in fisheries and hydrology, navigating the oceans.
Heavy rainfall, starting September 5, 2021, has caused severe floods and landslides in several provinces across the northwest and central-east China. At least 20 people are reported dead, 17 are missing. Sichuan province is currently experiencing its worst flood since 1949, and the rain is expected to continue over the coming days. By September 14th, nearly 4 million people have been affected. Torrential rains have once again spread over China.